Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever in the world you are. Welcome, 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 welcome. I have not been here for 2 weeks. Yes, I have not been here for 2 weeks, but I'm back tonight with a very, very special guest. But before we get to her, I just want to say welcome once more, whether you're in Africa, whether you're in Asia, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in North America, South America, Oceanic, Antarctic, whichever continent you're in tonight, this morning, this afternoon. Welcome, welcome to another episode of HP Chat Track. And I'm your girl HP, and I will be with you for the next hour or hour and a half. So welcome each and everyone. And I also want to say a big thank you to all of you who have been praying for me and my family, because I remember in October, I told you guys that I wasn't able to reach my sister who is in St. Elizabeth after the hurricane. I wasn't able to hear from her. And a lot of you have been checking in and checking for me. And guess what? Sunday, I was here and I got a call from my sister. So she's alive, and she's okay. So I just want to thank you guys that after 3-4 months, I was not able to hear from my sister, and I heard from her on Sunday. So all of you who chipped in to check for me, I have to thank people like Monica Lewis. I have to thank a group of retired Olympians who check in on me every day. I have to thank Country Living and all my friends who were checking in every day. Lilith Hodges, Dorothy Scott, Miss Vilma Charlton, I want to thank all of you for your prayers and for checking in. So my sister is okay. Country Living, thank you very much for your work on that. And also, guys, I want to remind you guys that I have the raffle tickets selling. Yes, I still have the raffle tickets. HP Chat Track and Friends of Jamaica Track and Field. We've come together and we're doing a raffle to help school feeding programs in Jamaica. So please, here are the tickets. I need you to call me and order all I need from each person is $25. $25 will give you 5 tickets. Yes, we'll give you 5 tickets. Each ticket is for $5. Please to call me to get your ticket and to support the cause, please. And those of you who purchased your tickets already, thank you very much. Please, guys, by the time I get off this live, I want to see messages on my phone ordering tickets. But anyway, this is not about that. Tonight is all about a young lady. Her name is Tonie-Ann Forbes, and of course we will be getting to know her tonight. I will be sharing her with you guys tonight. I will be introducing her to you guys, and please make sure that you remember this name because she is going to hit it big for Jamaica. And I don't want anybody to be surprised when Tonie-Ann Forbes hit it big for Jamaica. So I'm not going to be doing any more talking. I'm just going to be introducing my guest now. But before I bring Tonie-Ann in, let me just remind you of why I am here. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Jamaica's track and field legacy is unmatched. It is a story of triumph, resilience, and extraordinary talent. But do you know the stories behind the athletes who brought us glory? Hi, I'm HP, founder of HP Chat Track. My mission is simple: to celebrate the rich legacy of Jamaica track and field and shine a light on the incredible people who make it happen. Winning that race was a dream come true, but the journey wasn't easy. It's not just about medals, it's about inspiring the next generation. Jamaica track and field isn't just a sport, it's our pride, our culture, our heart. Every week I sit down with athletes, coaches and fans to bring you stories of dedication, passion and legacy. Plus, we've got exciting news and exclusive insights into the world of track and field. Make your Thursday night be at HP's place. Come hang out with us at HP Chat Track Studio, where track and field is our business. Jamaica. One people, one legacy.
Jamaica, one people, one legacy. Tonie-Ann, how are you?
Yellow. I'm good.
I like that yellow. I like I like that, guys. She is one of our many, many babies who, she's doing her thing. And let me tell you, she started the season with a bang. And of course, she's going to share all of that with us. I just want to welcome each and everyone. I see you joining. I see Olympian Yvonne Saunders, 1972 Olympian. You hear that, Tonie-Ann? 1972. She competed for Jamaica at the Olympic Games. Keno, welcome, welcome. Monica Lewis, welcome, welcome each and everyone. Sue Miller is also in the building, and Sue Miller is saying up and running. Indeed, indeed, Sue. But tonight is all about Tonie-Ann. Tonight is all about Edwin Allen. Edwin Allen is in the building. Tonie-Ann, you
Yeah.
are from Rock Hall Primary to Edwin Allen to Texas Tech, and it keeps going. Tell me a little bit about your childhood. Are you from the community of Rock Hall?
I am from the community of Wall Hill District. It's pretty close. It's like 5 minutes. It's pretty close. It's basically Rock Hall.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where I'm from. That's where I grew up.
What was it like growing up in Rock Hall? I'm from Red Hills, so I have an
Oh,
idea.
for real?
Yes, I am from Sterling Castle in Red Hills. So, and I attended Red Hills Primary. So I know the community a little bit, but not as far as Rock Hall. What was it like growing up in your community, attending Rock Hall Primary, doing sports? What was it like for you?
Hmm. Um, it was. I don't know how. How would I say this? It was fun. It was pretty interesting. I was an only child, so my mom used to have taxi drivers driving me to and from home. But
Sports.
sports? Mm.
What is your
Oh yeah, yeah,
nickname?
yeah.
Before we go any further, what is your nickname?
Tony T.
Tony? No, man, that boring man. Tony, just Tony, sir?
Yeah.
No,
There's
sir.
one nickname, but that's between me and my mom. It's not going nowhere else.
Oh,
It's
okay.
embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Yes.
All right, I won't pressure you.
I'll say
Tell
that.
me about sports. How did you get involved in sports at such a young age?
To be honest, I've always been doing some type of sport since I was young, ever since I could walk. When people ask, I've always told them ever since I could walk, I've been running track. And my mom, she always said it was either going to be between track or gymnastics for me. Yeah, I've always been running since I could walk.
Who chose for you? Was it your mother or you chose track?
I chose. Anything I do, I chose it for myself. I'm just that type of person.
Wow. Independent. I like.
Mhm.
Um, Sports. A lot of us are discovered at Sports Day. Sports Day is really where a lot of us, our running talent especially, is discovered in Jamaica. Was that the same for you?
Yeah, I guess so. For me, I really didn't start running fast until my last year of primary school. So I was always among the rest, like always running, but it was like a hit or miss, sorta. But I've always been pretty athletic.
Which event did you started out with? Which event discovered you in track, or you discovered in track?
The shortest one, the 100.
Man, I tell you, you must be a Jamaican. We all want to sprint. Everybody wants to sprint.
That's the only thing I could do. Like, it's very hard to run anything over the 200. Like, I struggle to run the 200, which is why I don't run it no more. But yeah, the 100 is where I started, and I kind of stuck with it.
But then you transition to the hurdles. When did you get to the hurdles? At what point in your high school career you got to the hurdles?
It started from, like, since primary school, it started. I was trying it out, and I even got as far as going to a track meet to run the hurdles in primary school. Coach May had me practicing jumping. Like, in primary school, nothing is perfect. Like, your technique is terrible, but, you're trying to get over the barrier. So I was there, and I'm just like, okay, I could do it. Boom. Got to the meet, got on the track, had a whole meltdown, a whole panic attack. In my mind, I was like, these are too high. Like, it's way higher. Like, I didn't practice with this. Like, I can't do it. The starter's trying to calm me down. I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't. My coach had to come get me. But that's kind of where it started and ended. And then I picked it up in high school
In
again.
high school, which is what we are going to talk about next. But before we even get to high school and the environment that you were in, let us just welcome some more people. Shanika Barrett is here and she's saying one rock hall, and I totally agree with her. The hills of St. Andrew. And for those of you who don't know where Rock Hall is, it is in the hills of St. Andrew, Kingston and St. Andrew, but it's in the hills of the parish of St. Andrew. And remember, tonight is about Tonie-Ann Forbes. We are introducing her. HP Chat Track is introducing this future star. Let me tell you something, guys. Our future look so bright, and the sprint hurdles is, let me tell you, the sprint hurdles is taking over. It is doing well on a rapid. It is being developed on a rapid for Jamaica, especially the Jamaican women. I mean, every year we can at least have 3, 4, 5 women running qualifying time for major championship, and of course only 3 can go, and this young lady will be joining that party, and I think she will be joining that party very, very soon. Edwin Allen, Tonie-Ann. Edwin Allen. Um, Edwin Allen is not just a school. Edwin Allen is a sprint factory. Edwin Allen is a sprint factory. You're from Rock Hall. How did Edwin Allen happen for you?
Okay, so as I said before, I started running fast in my last year. So they had recruiters, Mr. Green, like the twins. So they were recruiting for the school. And then they had came up to me after I ran. It was either like Paris Champs. It was one of them type of. It was one of those. And they were like, "Are you interested in like the school or yada yada yada?" But at that point, I did not know what Edwin Allen was.
And I was going to ask you that question next. What did you know about Edwin
I didn't
Allen
know
before?
anything. When they come to me, I'm like, who are these people? But and I did tell them no. I told them no because I'm like, no, I'm an only child, so my mom's not gonna send me that far and yada 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 blah blah blah. So then they were like, okay, give me your mom's contact or yada yada yada. So I was like, okay, and that was that. And then there was some other meet that I ran, and then I think my mom spoke to Coach Dyke that day, and then that's kind of how we got into the whole, oh, am I really gonna go there or not? But yeah.
So was there other schools on the table that wanted you to join their program?
Yeah, actually, the first school that actually reached out to me or tried to get me to go there was Heidel. They came to my house, everything, and we were training there at one point. like a camp. Yeah, yeah. They were the first school.
And then the decision was made for Heidel. Your mom made that decision, right?
My
Or
mom,
or the both of you together.
uh, both of us kind of made it.
Okay.
I really didn't oppose because I've always had the mindset like I wanted to be among the best to become one of the best. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go, but my mom, it was hard for her. My grandma, it was hard for everybody because the baby in the house is leaving, going 3 hours away. You won't be able to see her. So it was a hard decision, but we did make it.
Yeah, yeah, that would have been tough because I mean you're from Rock Hall side and Edwin Allen in what Frankfield is it
Clarendon.
Clarendon, so that's like moving from East Jamaica to Central Jamaica, as you say, hours apart. But any regrets?
No, it was very interesting.
How often did you go home?
Ugh, not often. I would go home for like the breaks for sure, and sometimes on weekends.
All
Yeah.
right. There is a gentleman on the in the audience and he's saying she cried like a baby the first day at Edwin. That's your former coach, Mr. May. Linica May, good night to you, sir.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Express yourself. You're fine. You're fine. That is
Okay, yes, I cry. Why are you trying to snitch on me, though?
he said you cried like a baby, and I can understand
I
it because
cried for the first 3 years. The first 3 years I cried. But
because
yeah.
you would have started in first form, right? In grade 7.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You were just 12, so that would have been expected. You were just like 12 plus or almost 12.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or like 11 turning 12. Because my birthday's in January. I don't know. It was around that age range.
Something like that.
Mhm.
If you had to do it all over again, would you make the same decision?
Honestly, I think I would. I really think I would. I'd make some changes, but I think overall I would make the same decision. So, yeah.
Awesome. Track Hero is here and he's saying herself and Alana Reed battled all of primary school. You see, we know your business, you know.
Yes,
We
we did.
Alana Reed.
Yes, I finished second behind her actually. And was it primary champs or parish champs? It was one of them. I finished second. That's the year, my last year when I told you I started running fast. So, yeah.
So was there a part of you that wanted to go to Heidel or it at that time it didn't matter?
Initially,
Mhm.
yes. But then while we were training there, some things happened that I didn't like. So I was like, no, I'm not going
Okay.
there. But
Okay.
for each his own.
Yeah. At least you had a choice.
Mm,
But let us talk about so you started Edwin Allen very, very early, grade 7. When did you make your first chance team?
Grade 7.
Grade 7. Wow, you're that good.
Yeah, like you gotta remember, like I went into Edwin Allen as the second fastest Jamaican, like sprinter behind Alana. So of course I was gonna make champs.
Oh.
But that was also the first time I've actually experienced like an injury for real. So yeah, I did run at champs, but I didn't tell the coach that I was hurting because I wanted to run. But ultimately that was the wrong decision. But Big Tony knows that now. She knows better.
Class 4. So you made your champs team from class 4. And let me tell you something, and you know this. That is a big deal because some people don't make their first champs team until sometime class 2 because of how competitive
Mm,
their team might be or their program is. But for you to meet your first champs team in class 4, that's a big deal, man. That's a big deal. You are a super talent. But tell me about champs pressure. I hear that there's a lot of pressure. Was there a lot of pressure for you? What was it like for you, your first champs, in terms of the pressure, the what you would call the um Just overall, what was it like for you? The anticipation.
Honestly, for my first year, my first champs experience, it was just excitement. Like I didn't feel no type of pressure. I mean, I'm a freshman. I don't really understand what's going on. I just know that we about to win. So like I was just excited. I'm like, oh, I'm representing Edwin Allen. Like everyone, like whenever they see Edwin Allen, they're like they scared, and I just, like when you're wearing the on your chest and you just feel high and mighty. That's kind of how I felt. It wasn't like, oh my god, I'm nervous. No.
Be honest with me now. Which was tougher for you?
Mm-hmm.
Training to make the team or Champs Week?
Training. I would say training. I'm always say training because training is hard. It's very hard. It's not easy. It's very, very hard. Champs Week is nothing compared to training. But yeah.
You are very fortunate because you've won how many champs? You've won what? Four girls champs? Four titles? Five
How many
titles?
years? So grade 7, grade
You,
8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, 12.
you've won about
6. And I
maybe.
lost. I think we won 6. And on my last year,
Yeah, you lost your
we lost.
final year. Yeah.
Yeah.
2023, Edwin lost champ. So you are one of the fortunate ones that can walk away and said, I won girls champs multiple times with my school, with my team. I mean, I call those championship rings. You have about 6 championship rings. What
Yeah.
was it like winning champs for the first time when you won with the Edwin Allen team? For the first time, what was it like for you? I mean, as you said, you were young, you weren't sure what was happening, but can you remember how you felt that Saturday night in the stadium when the blue and white is coming through the tunnel to celebrate that trophy?
Mm, I mean, I was happy. I remember we walked out through the tunnel and we went on the track, and then you just see everybody, and I'm like, wow. Like I love the feeling, like when you're famous or something. Like I was just like, I'm actually here and we won. But yeah, that's kind of how it was. I was a little sad though because I didn't make the finals because I was hurt and stuff like that. But overall, we won as a team and I was excited. We got to jump, celebrate, cheer, do all them fun stuff. So yeah.
Edwin Allen in the building, guys. Tonie-Ann Forbes. She is the future of Jamaica, sprinting the hurdles, of course. But let me ask you something now. I'm going to put you on the spot. Who was your biggest rival at Champs, and which school did this person competed for?
My biggest rival. I would honestly say Alana and Karika. Alana, because I used to sprint like a lot more. So it was Alana. And then Karika, because she hurdles. So I'm going to
Mhm.
say them. And they're from Heidel.
Yes, they are from Heidel, of course. But what
Mhm.
was it like competing with them? And you and Alana Reed would have been battling each other at primary school. When you got to high school and she was at Heidel, you're at Edwin, what was that rivalry like with you guys? Was it cool? Was it friendly? What was it like?
I mean, for the longest, it was like what a typical rivalry is like. Like, it wasn't friendly. But I think it was my last year or my second to last year, we got cool. So we weren't like, oh, every time we saw each other mean mugging or whatever. It was like, the older you get, you realize that it's really not that serious. It's really not that serious. But yeah.
True.
Hmm.
I like that. I like that. The older you get, some things ought to change. I totally agree
Hmm.
with you. If you had if you hadn't gone to Edwin, I'm putting you on the spot right now. If you had not gone to Edwin, I want you to tell me which school, or maybe you had said it, but not directly. Which school would have been your next choice if it was not Edwin?
I don't know. Maybe I would have went to the school I actually passed for.
Which school was that?
And that would just end track for me for real. Meadowbrook.
Meadowbrook, okay.
Mhm. Because I mean, I don't mean nothing, but I would not have went to high though. Like my experience there during the camp
Mm,
was just not it.
okay.
I was like, I can't be coached by, I didn't feel like I belonged. That's what I should say.
Okay. It
Mm-hmm.
happens. It happens. And the thing is that athletes have to find the right fit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is about. And to have that relationship with your coach, and you did what you had to do. So you're saying you passed for Meadowbrook, but you're thinking that Meadowbrook would have um, your career would not have gone where we are today. But outside of Meadowbrook that you passed for, which no other school, if it wasn't Edwin,
I
that
don't
is.
know. Maybe for like track.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Okay. Which boys' school is your favorite champs team? Which boys' school is your favorite champs team? I'm putting you on the spot. I know.
I already Coach May gonna be like, she better say Colorado. But honestly, I don't have a favorite. I really don't.
Tonie-Ann, you
Do I
have a
have to pick
favorite.
one? I don't have a favorite. What
Okay.
is this?
Oh, listen, all girls school, all girls champs
I
school.
don't though. Like whether KC, JC, Colorado, I don't care. I really didn't have a
You don't
favorite.
you don't have a favorite? Okay. I thought you have a favorite because I
I
know that
don't.
most people do.
Mm-mm.
But that's okay. Welcome again, guys, wherever you are. I'm just here liming with Tonie-Ann Forbes, formerly of Rock Hall Primary, and Edwin Allen, 10 times
Mm.
girls champs champion, and Linica May saying one Calabar. We don't know about Tony, but one Calabar over here.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Unknown. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonie-Ann is in the building. Now, Tonie-Ann, let us fast forward. What was it like for you when it was time to graduate from Edwin? I know that champs for a lot of junior athletes is the best thing ever. What was it like for you when it was time to graduate? Was it a sad moment? Were you happy to go? What was the feeling like for you when it was time to go in 2023?
It was mixed, to be honest. Like a part of me, well, a part of me was like sad or whatever, but then another part of me was happy. Like, when you're at a place for so long and then you start to feel like you need a change of environment, like it's time for you to move on from this place. Because I had another year in high school and Coach Dyke, a lot of people was trying to convince me to take it. They're like, oh, stay, like you're gonna be the next big thing, da da da. But I'm the type of person I don't give up shore for onshore. I could have gotten hurt the next year. What then? No university gonna want an injured athlete. Like it don't work like that. So I decided to leave. I really wanted to leave, but it was still sad. Leaving my friends. Yeah.
You are so mature. That is what you just said there now is really a very, very mature decision you made. And you're right. You could have gotten hurt in 2024. But let me ask you, did the fact that you lost champs 2023, did that help to motivate you to go?
Honestly, darn, I didn't think of that. Maybe, maybe not. To be honest, I feel like if the fact that we lost, me coming back would have been like, oh no, I want to be a part to help them win again. But I wouldn't say it did motivate me to leave. I wouldn't say so. I just
Somebody
already had my mind made up.
Okay. Someone just post something here, and I'm going to read it. One
Mm.
track hero is saying the J3A dealt with you away on your last year of champs, but he's glad to see that you bounce back. You care to share? You don't have to if you don't want to, but I would love to hear, and I'm sure others would love to hear.
Well, um, I had I made the team, like the Pan American team. I made it for the 100 and for the hurdles. And then when it came time to actually go and represent the country, well, first of all, they had replaced me with I think they replaced me in the 100 with somebody else because you know how Jamaica is. They're like, oh, we want to put the best person who's more likely to score. So I'm like, okay, cool. At least I still had my hurdles because you know that's like my pet event. Then we had to get the visa and all type of stuff. Like they were just dragging their feet or whatever. And long and short of the story is they replaced me with the 100. They replaced me with the hurdles, and I ended up running on the 4x1, and we still didn't even win. So I mean, I did get the experience though.
How
But
did that make you feel? The fact that you earned your spot and you lost your spot.
how would anybody feel? Like that's pretty self-explanatory. Like I was crying, I was sad, I was mad, I was feeling all type of emotions. But at the end of the day, like it is what it is. Like I can't keep running with that.
True.
So yeah. Mm.
You're so mature. I mean, come on, man. Where's your mom? I need to talk to mom. You are so mature, and
I've
that
always been
is,
like that. Okay, let me
yeah,
stop.
yeah. No, no, it's okay. It's okay. I guess, boarding school, being on your
It
own so
forces you to
early.
grow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forces you to grow up real quick.
Yeah, being at boarding school for 5, 6 years, will do that. You have to manage your time. Mommy's not there to wake you up. Mommy and daddy not there to wake you up, to fix your food, to wash your clothes, to do these kind of
Hmm.
things. So, but you are very, very mature, and I like that. I like your spirit. The fact that you said you cannot carry that around forever. And look at you now. Look at you now,
Exactly.
just
Mhm.
striving.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let us talk about going away to university now. I mean, mom had a little problem with you moving from Rock Hall to Clarendon for school.
Hmm.
Now you're leaving Jamaica for a totally different country. How did you guys make that decision? How difficult or easy was it for you to make that decision to go to college abroad?
It was pretty easy to be honest. Like the fact that I was already not at home for so long, so many years, they got accustomed to not having me there. So me going away to university was it's kind of like the same thing. Like I go home over the summers, and that's about it. So it wasn't like extremely hard. It was just like we need to get you there for real, and you need to do what you need to do and figure it out. But yeah.
So you're now managing your own money. You have to wake up yourself for classes, for training. You have to tell me a little bit about that.
Managing myself. I don't know. I've always been good with time management, actually. So
Awesome.
it's not extremely hard. And then with being in university, you can pick the class. Like you can pick the times you want to be at class. It's not like in high school when you gotta wake up at 6, get ready for school, devotion at 7. You know, it's not like that. So like my classes is 9, 10, 11, and then I'm done for the day. But then practice is like around 2:30. So I have my classes sort of early, but it's not too early. So it's not
So at
bad.
least at least you can sleep in late and then go to classes and then
Mm-hmm.
sounds like you have a very are you in a cold state?
No,
Not that cold.
well, Texas isn't really that
That
cold.
cold.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say so. But it does get chilly.
Yeah. Yep, yep. Awesome. My research revealed that your freshman year, you were actually at Louisiana Tech.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're at Texas Tech. Tell us a little bit about that switch and what influenced that switch.
Well, Louisiana Tech, my freshman year, it was an experience. Like, it wasn't all bad, but it wasn't all good. You know, like it was one of them in between type of situations. But they didn't have. They're a smaller Division 1, so they didn't have certain facilities like, we didn't have our own trainers. We didn't get massages, stuff like that. We didn't have it. So I had to be like more strategic with how I manage myself because I'm not injury prone, but like I be having aches and pain every now and then. But that was one of the big reasons why I ended up leaving. And plus, I was at that school and I didn't have competition. Like I didn't have people to like pull me out my comfort zone. It's like I had to do it myself. And that's really not easy. The type of athlete I am, I need to be around fast people so I could be fast too. That's kind of why I left.
Wow. You just know how to, you know what I am learning about you, Tony, and you you find the right fit and you're not afraid to move. For someone who is so young, you are not afraid to make that move, and that's a good quality to have. So you don't linger and waste time on something that is not working. You find what will work and you go for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just awesome. That's just awesome. Shanika Barrett is saying, give the young kids a word of advice that are at boarding school and doing track. That's a very good question. Thank you, Shanika.
Okay. Give them some advice.
Hmm.
Hmm. I mean, initially, being at boarding school is not going to be easy, right? But one thing you kind of have to learn to master is being adaptable. Like, you got to be able to adjust to different surroundings. You're with a whole bunch of different people from all over Jamaica, sometimes all over the world. And you got to just, I feel like that's the point. Like, during the period of high school, that's when you figure out yourself. So, don't be influenced. That's what I should say. Don't be influenced. Keep your head on your shoulders and work hard. And like if you're trying to get to college, focus on getting to college. Run fast. Do your schoolwork. Like I feel like a lot of people they undermine their academics. Like they're like, "Oh, I'm running fast. I ain't got to really do schoolwork like that." No, sweetheart. You need them grades. Do your schoolwork. No, for real. You need them grades. But yeah, that's about it.
You
And
are
put your stuff
totally
up. They'll steal it. Okay.
you're right. You're right. They work together. The talent goes with the academics. They work
Mhm.
hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other if you want to get to a certain level. On
Mhm.
both levels, you have to do your schoolwork, you have to be disciplined, you have to, and you started this by age 12. Your mother, your parents must be proud. Your parents must be proud. Kevin
She is.
Samuels, good evening, good evening. And he's saying some parts of Texas can be very, very cold. And I totally agree. And tonight, guys, welcome again if you're just joining. Tonight is all about this bright and intelligent young lady, Tonie-Ann Forbes, formerly of Edwin Allen. Now, and now she is at Texas Tech University doing her thing. You graduated high school 2023. What do you miss the most?
About high school?
About being at Edwin Allen. What do you miss the most? I'm sure there's something you miss.
Okay, let me drag my memory. Apart from like my friends, what do I miss the most? Okay. Okay, I think I got it. We like one thing with Edwin Allen, it always felt like a family. Like despite, girls arguing, like we're girls, we're gonna have bickering. But like we always had like whenever it came to like championship season, but we have it from before, but like with championship season, you could feel it. Like everybody, we have the chairs, everybody coming together, everybody stepping up, everybody doing the right thing. Like I miss that because I feel like in college, yes, it's like a family, it's like a community, but it's not like that. It's different. Like you don't have everybody coming together and cheering, like all them chairs, making up chairs, teaching the young one chairs. Like that was just that was a huge culture. Like I had to adjust to that. It's not the same here. I mean, at my school now we do have a little chair, but it's not the same.
It's not the same. I've heard that so many, many times. Guys, the name Tony-Ann Forbes, please remember this name because you are going to hear it later on. You're going to be hearing this name by LA 2028. Of course, I'm going to ask Tony-Ann about that. But what lessons would you say that you've learned from Edwin Allen that would have shaped you going into college?
Hmm. I guess the biggest one for me is um I had to change. how would I say this? Like for me, I've always had an attitude issue, right? And me being an only child did not help. It's like if I want something, I have to have it, and that's just it. Being at Edwin Allen, my that whole concept had to change. Like the real world had to kick in. It don't work like that. It really don't. And I feel like coming over here now, me figuring that out earlier helps me a lot now because I'm at a new environment. The coaches that have different coaching style, and like I can't be like, oh, I'm not finna do that. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Da da da. Coach like had a hard time with me. Like I ain't gonna lie, but at the end of the day, I learned. So
You have matured. You have matured. I hear it. And the thing is that you're so honest in, in saying this, that, hey, I had an attitude problem, but I was
I
humbled.
I kind of still do. I ain't gonna lie, but it's way better though.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Coach May is saying, Coach Linica May he asked a question. Well, he's saying, please give advice to an athlete who is recovering from an injury that becomes mental. Now, that is a big one. When it becomes mental, it is serious. What advice do you have?
Okay. I'm trying to, cause I've had injuries before, and I guess it's like PTSD, like the PTSD for real. Like, oh, you're scared to actually push yourself again because of the previous injury and don't want it to happen again. How? What would I say for this? Hmm. I feel like honestly, you gotta take the risk. I feel like that's the best thing I could say because with me, I was scared too at some point, but then at one point I had to decide to, oh, you're gonna just run, and if it happens again, well, damn, you gotta go through the process again. But if it don't, at least now you know that you're fine and you can keep pushing yourself. So I just say, just take the chance, just run or jump or do whatever you do. And if it doesn't hurt, well, you can get out your head. But I feel like a lot of times they just don't want to take the chance because they're scared.
Yeah. It can go one way or another. You might get injured again, or you cannot get injured again.
But
So,
at the same time, you gotta find out because
yeah.
you not trying, you're holding yourself back regardless. If you're gonna get injured again, get injured and get it out of the way, and then you'll be fine. Like you can't be injured forever. That's just the point.
Yeah, yeah, you have to be bold. Let us say good night to 1980 and 1984 Olympian Dorothy Scott, the first Jamaican woman to get to the final of an Olympic game in the long jump. Just join us, and she's saying hi, HP and guest. So
Hey.
tonight, Tonie-Ann is learning about our Olympian. Earlier, we had 1972 Olympian Ivan Saunders, who was here, and now we have 1980 and 1984 Olympian Dorothy Scott. And of course, later on in closing, Tonie-Ann is going to name 10 female Olympians for us. Let us see how well she knows the history. And of course, Marlon Walker is saying Tony is the hurdler. Yes, she is a hurdler, Marlon. Good night to you too. Sue Miller is saying Tonie-Ann has a big resemblance of Brianna Liston. What did I say to you
You
backstage?
did, but like I don't see it. No one's ever said that.
Sue Miller, Sue, when we
Mm.
were backstage setting up, I said to her, did anyone ever tell you that you resemble Brianna Liston? And she said, no. No, I don't know Sue. And Sue is now saying it. It's true, Sue. She resembles Breezy, of course. Another Olympian just joined us, Tony, and her name is Lilith Hodges, three-time Olympian, 1972, 1976, 1980. And I'm sure Tony is saying, how is it that I know all of this? But yes, another Olympian is here to cheer you on and to wish you all the best going forward in
Thank
your
y'all.
career. My next question to you is, you would have heard about the US collegiate system while you're in high school and all of that. What was the biggest surprise for you at the NCAA level? What was the biggest shocker for you?
Mm, okay. I would say the difference between the indoor season and the outdoor season, because back in Jamaica we only have outdoor like the whole time. And then also a shocker was how long the season is. Like it goes all the way up to June, and these people just keep running fast. I'm like,
Yes, ma'am. From January
yes.
to June.
I'm like,
And
you
if you
just
and if
keep
you
running.
made and if you made the national team for your country, you
You
could
keep
go
running till
all the
August. So I'm
yeah.
like, what? Like we're just running all year round. But also these college people, I mean, I'm coming from Jamaica, so maybe this don't make sense because everybody fast. But like these people here, it's like everybody fast. So it's like it has to be between who wants it more because everybody's putting in the work. Everybody, yeah, everybody wants it. But yeah, you
You
gotta show
are
and show
you
out.
you are so right. But I want to ask you a question because I was watching a summit recently, and we still have a lot of student athletes who are not sure how to navigate the registration process for college overseas. How easy was it for you, or difficult was it for you to get everything together, to apply, know what to do? How were you able to access information?
Honestly, off the top of my head, I don't remember the whole process, but um, it wasn't too difficult because what Coach Dyke had us do, like all the people that's in there last year, he had us like do it as a group and like we got the instructions and stuff. So like it wasn't too hard.
I
Yeah, it was.
like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that your coach, Mr. Dyke, ensure that you all had the information, because some athletes are left on their own.
I know.
It's hard for them to navigate the space, how they should apply, which subjects they're supposed to do, that kind of thing. So and as you said, you were at a school where it was a family environment, so
Hmm.
it wasn't that hard. Let us say hi to retired long jumper from St. Jago, formerly of St. Jago, J Jar, and she is saying good night, HP, and guest.
Hey,
And that is another Jamaican retired athlete. Her name is Giovanni Jarrett. Yes, I'm calling out her name. Giovanni Jarrett, formerly of St. Jago, Monk Street. And she's also formerly of Rossi's High School down in Hanover. So tonight, the retired athletes are here for you, Tony, and they roll out to show you some love. But how different is the training when you compared the training now compared to when you were in high school?
mm. I mean, it's harder now for sure. My freshman year at Louisiana Tech, it was pretty similar to high school, but at Texas Tech, it is. Hold on, I feel like I want to sneeze.
Take your time, honey. Take your time. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Another episode of HV Chat Track. And of course, it is all about Jamaica's track and field legacy, whether it is our juniors, our collegiate athletes, our pro athletes, our retired athletes. It is all about you guys. And tonight I am here with the bright, brilliant, smart, not shy Tonie-Ann Forbes, formerly of Edwin Allen, Rock Hall Primary, Edwin Allen High School, and she's now at Texas Tech. I'll let you finish your thought.
But yeah, here at Texas Tech, the fall is ridiculously hard. Like I don't know where my coach get these workouts from, but it's very difficult. Like okay, so during the fall, that's when we do all the long workouts for like endurance and endurance. So this is still my worst workout. Like I just at first I was like maybe it's a little mental game, but No, it's just hard, like impossible. So we have to run a mile, right? We run a mile to get to the location that we're gonna work out. And then we have to do the workout. But the mile to me is the workout. So like I always have a
The
hard
mile,
time.
Tony, and the mile is warm up, sweetheart.
No. The mile is the workout. But anyways, but yeah, it is harder here.
Yeah.
But harder workouts lead to greater results when you do it right. So
Amen to that. I tell you, boy, no, you're too mature. How old are you again?
21. My birthday
No, no,
passed.
you are just too mature at this level. And even before this level, Michael Hill, good night to you, sir. He's saying, HP, thank you for acknowledging the former Olympian's name I haven't heard in years. Of course, sir, that is what we are about. It is all about our athletes, whether you're active or retired. And let me tell you something. I love me some retired athletes. Yes, sir. So thank you very much for that. But Tonie-Ann, going back to you now, season 2026 is in the building, and you started with a bang.
Woo!
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that early PB that you run, that new PB. What was your preparations like though coming into this season? What kind of goals did you set to say, okay, 2026, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to do it?
Okay. My preparation was honestly my mindset. Because last season, I put in the work, I did all that, but my mindset was just, it just wasn't there. And to be honest, the mental and track goes hand in hand. Like, if your mental is not there, no matter how hard you train, you might not execute the right race. And yeah, I know I'm in therapy to talk about whatever is going on, but it really did help my mental a lot. As far as goals, I don't set goals no more. I didn't set any goals this year because I feel like setting goals, it limits you. Like, you don't know how far you could get to. Like, you don't know what you can achieve for real. I feel like the goals would just limit me. So I'm like, you know what, buddy, do your thing. That's good.
You're something else, you know that. Carrie Ann Phillips, good night. She's saying, great young lady. You are something else, I tell you. Tell us about, you had a great season opener. Not a lot of people get a new PB in a season opener. Talk us through that big race, 8.03 seconds in the 60-meter hurdles. Tell us about that race.
Okay, firstly, that wasn't my season opener. That was like my third race for the
That was
season.
your third
But
race.
I
Okay.
did I did have a PB on my season opener though. So should I just
Yeah,
tell you
yeah, you
about
can go ahead. Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
tell you about which one though?
Anyone, you can start with the opener and then lead up to this big one here.
Okay, so opener. Hmm. Okay. I mean, I was excited. We had 3 rounds. So the first round I was like, it's my first time racing again, so shake the rust off. What did I run? 8:21. I'm like, okay, cool, cool. I felt the speed. I'm like, I could go faster. Second round, coach was like, okay, you need to run faster on this. I'm like, okay. Went out there. I felt like I ran faster. Nope. Same time. 8:21. So I'm like, what is going
821 or 721?
on? 8. It's
Eight?
hurdles.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's hurdles. 8. So
Okay.
I'm like, what is going on? Then I'm like, you know what? Mm-mm. I am going, like, at this point, I wasn't chasing no time. Like, no, I just had to win because the finals had the indoor NCAA champion, the hurdler, and I'm like, no, I'm winning. Don't care. So we went out, we lined up, and I'm like, okay. Coach was like, You gotta run away from the hurdle. That's the last thing I told myself because I'm like, okay, run
Hold
away
that
from it.
thought. Before you go any further, let us just show them this race and then we will come back to your thought. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes. So guys, that was her race. I think she's having some technical problems here. Her screen went blank. But this is a race that she's actually leading up to where she ran that new personal best of 8.03 seconds. I'm hoping that she can rejoin us soon. I think she's having some problems there with her camera, so she's off a little bit. But good night again, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm having a light conversation introducing Tonie-Ann Forbes to you. She is one for the future. And Giovanni Jarrett J-Jar is saying she volunteered. She was a volunteer coach at Texas Tech back in 2012 to 2014 while she was training there. So Giovanni, I see you are giving back. Coach May saying hard work beats talent when talent doesn't want to work hard. Indeed. We're hoping that. All right. So let me. Okay, I'm going to drop Tonie-Ann and hopefully she'll rejoin us. Okay, Tonie-Ann, I'm going to drop your connection and then you can rejoin us. Okay. All right, let's hope that she will rejoin us. Okay, here she is. She is back. Tonie-Ann, are you there? We're not seeing you. Your camera is.
Oh my God.
Your camera is off, honey. We're not seeing you. I'm hearing you, but we're not seeing you.
Can you see me?
No, I'm not seeing you. Okay, what I'm going to do, Tonie-Ann, I'm going to drop your connection and you can restart your device and try to reconnect. Hopefully that will reconnect you, okay?
Okay.
All righty. All right, guys, these things do happen. Technical difficulties happen all the time. So please, I'm asking you to bear with us. But, let us just chat a little bit. This young lady is one for the future. She just lowered her personal best to 8.03 seconds. And her former coach is on the line, her coach from primary school, Rock Hall Primary. Linica May is her former coach. And of course, he got me this link. Here she is. She is back with us. Yay! Here you are. Yes, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me okay?
I don't know what happened.
No, it happened, sweetheart. It's happened. It's technology. It happens. Okay, I will let you continue with your thought about this race right here.
Okay. So yeah, that's the last thing I told myself. Run away from the hurdle. Keep running away from the hurdle. And I just went out there and I just ran. And I won. And then I ran what? 8:08 at that time. And then fast forward to this race. I just wanted to win again. I feel like I'm just, when you're just hungry.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just wanted to win. And I just went out there and I did just that. And a new PB came and I was happy. So
which part of your race you think that improved? The beginning, the transition, the top end?
Okay, improved since last year compared to now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've always been a good starter. So my beginning was always pretty good. But when it came up to would I say the transition? Like the middle part of the race. That's kind of when everybody always came back. I feel like I just stopped pushing myself. I feel like I just settled and I didn't keep sprinting. I don't know. But that changed because I don't do that no more. I've evolved. So, yep.
You have matured indeed. 1972 Olympian Yvonne Saunders, Vonnie M is saying she is amazing, a true competitor. This is the beginning, Tonie-Ann. I will definitely be looking out for you.
Ooh,
Yay! I totally agree. From one Olympian to a future Olympian,
thank
indeed,
ya.
indeed, indeed. When you saw the time, you went crazy, you went wild. Tell us about that moment. Why that reaction?
Okay, because I ran the race, right? And I'm like, okay, I want to win. I won the race. The camera wasn't on my face, and I'm glad it wasn't because as soon as I went through the line, I was like, that was slow, right? So I didn't even want to look at the clock. So then when I looked at the clock and I saw that, I was in shock because I'm like, ain't no way. And then yeah, it was.
Amazing, amazing. Describe the collegiate pressure compared to high school pressure. Now we're talking about champs and
Hmm.
we're talking about NC's final. How different is the pressure for both? Which one is more intense?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, hmm, I feel like the collegiate one is more intense because it's like a higher class. You know what I'm saying? Like champs, it's intense for that level. But like when the level changes, I wouldn't compare it because champs was intense, and now this itself, it's in a different category and it's intense. Because as I say, everybody's running fast. Sometimes you're running with people that made Olympics because So it's like you gotta always be on top of your game. I don't know.
What motivates you when training gets tough and when you're having a tough day? What keeps you going?
I don't want to lose no more. Quite literally, like when you keep running and you've been running for so long and you're just tired of not being enough, right? So every time I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, Tony, you're gonna be in the same place, and I don't want that. So yeah,
Wow. Talk about someone who doesn't need anybody to motivate them. It's all here. That's good.
and that's why I needed to work on my mental because
Yeah.
the mind is a very powerful thing.
Indeed. You're just too mature. I can't deal with this. You're now competing at the collegiate level. You're competing overseas. Jamaica is watching. You've been trending for the last few days. Everybody been reposting your thing. The local papers in Jamaica everywhere. How excited are you to represent Jamaica at the senior level? Are you excited international senior level, or you're just saying, I'm not ready yet, I'm not ready yet? But how excited are you?
Sorta. I'm sorta excited. Listen, I get over stuff, but I still carry feelings now. Like I'm just like, if I run fast and I make this team, y'all gonna replace me again. But anyways, I'm excited because at the end of the day,
This time is at the senior level. I realize that at the senior level it's different because I've heard quite a few junior athletes have told me in interviews that they have made the team. They made the team for the Carifta games or the CAC games or whichever games, and they're left off the team. But when you become a professional athlete and you earn your spot, it's not that easy for them to replace you. Because if you finish in that top three, girl, you are on that plane unless you don't want to be on that plane. No, if you're at their
I guess
mercy,
so.
if you're at their mercy, no, that's a different game. But if you earn your spot from here going forward, I don't see you losing your spot. And that's where I was going next. The season has just started.
Hold, hold on. I have
Sure,
something to say.
sure.
Like going off what you just said, like you earn your spot in the senior level and you go, right? I feel like it shouldn't be the case where you're at a junior level and you earn your spot and they could just kick you off because aren't they preparing us for the higher level? I feel like they should keep stuff in alignment. That's just my opinion. Like if someone makes the team, they run and represent the country. Like don't replace them with somebody else because you feel like they'll do better. That's just my opinion because you can't do that in the senior level. Like you're training them for that level. So give the same treatment. My opinion.
Amazing. Amazing. You're right. And if you're going to be grooming the athletes from their babies come all the way up, you have to ensure that the rules are consistent. And I think this is where we get in trouble with the rules, because we have the rules that say if you earn your spot, you go, but yet we continue to replace people, especially because a lot of junior athletes have that problem. So you are totally right, Tony, and I'm not going to make any excuses for the powers that be. You are totally right. If a child work for something and they get it and they achieve it, they should be rewarded. So you are right. You're totally right about that. The season is on its way, 2026. You're doing great things indoor. What can we expect from you as we get outdoors? I mean, talking about SECs, the Big 10, Big 20, big all of these things. What are your plans for outdoors as we get closer to?
Listen, a true magician never reveals their secrets.
Woo!
I'll just have to keep watching, and let's see what
Woo!
happens.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that. And believe me, we will be watching. After what you did with that PB, yep. Yep. We
Yep.
will we will definitely be watching. There are challenges in everything. And as we get closer to wrap up, there are challenges in everything. What would you say are two of your biggest challenges so far in your career, and how were you able to overcome?
Mm, two of my biggest challenges.
Or
So
even one is fine, because you seem like you've had a perfect, you seem to me like you've had a perfect run so far.
mm, okay. Maybe I'll just say like injuries. Like Texas Tech does a pretty good job of handling their athletes, right? Well, me. Mm. So since I've been here, I haven't had a serious injury to where I can't run. So
Awesome.
that's I don't know. I'd say kind of that like injuries.
Awesome, awesome. Jamaica has a rich history, a rich legacy in the sprint hurdles for the women. Let us stick with the women now. How do you feel adding to this legacy? We're talking about a legacy with people like, we're talking about Michelle Freeman, we're talking about Bridget Foster Hilton, Delorine Ennis London, we're talking about Lacina Golden Clark, Vanette Dixon. I know all these names going over your head, right? All right, let
No,
me
like
get.
some of these names I actually know them. That's why I'm smiling.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome, awesome. How do you feel knowing that you're adding to this? Brittany Anderson, Daniel Williams, Kerika Hill, so many of them, Akira Nugent, Megan Tapper. How do you feel knowing that you're slowly putting yourself in this elite group?
I feel pretty good. Yeah, that's it.
All right, then. All right, then. Tonie-Ann Forbes, guys. Tonie-Ann Forbes. She is something very confident young lady. I like that. Very confident. But Tonie-Ann, next year will be, you're a junior now. Next year you will be a senior.
Yeah.
2027, a world championship is coming up. 2028, LA 2028, that will be hosted. The
Mm,
Olympics will be hosted here in the US. Any plans or preparations yet for to make your first Olympic team?
I would say it's in the motion. Like right now, as if my body keeps doing what it needs to and staying healthy, and I keep improving, definitely plan on making the Olympics. Because why not? Who wouldn't want to win the Olympics? But yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I love it. I love it. And as the lady said, as the former Olympian said, they will definitely be looking out for you. Name one of your proudest moment for Jamaica at the Olympic level.
Oh, that has nothing to do with me. Um.
Mhm.
Hmm.
As a child watching the Olympic Games, even now to you're in college, Just give me one of your proudest Olympic moment for your country.
When was it the last one or I don't remember. But when Shelly and was it Elaine and Sharika, we got the 1, 2, 3 and the 100 thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
20
that was nice.
Yeah, that was Tokyo Olympic Games 2021 for 2020. Yeah. That
Hmm.
was a proud moment in
Yeah, I
Jamaica.
love that. Loved
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Jamaica sweeping the podium once more for the second time at the Olympic Games. The only country to have done that, and we did it twice. Amazing, amazing. All right, we're just going to get into some fun stuff quickly and then we
Hmm.
wrap up. I want you to name 10
Oh Lord.
Jamaican Olympian women. 10 Jamaican women who have competed at the Olympic Games. 10 Jamaican women Olympians.
Okay, Merlene Utty. Did
Yep.
Brittany Anderson? No. Yes. Yes. All right. Those are the two that I didn't have. Let me go to the ones that I had now. Okay, you have Brianna, Shelly, Sharika, Elaine, VCB, Megan, Daniel, Akira.
Woo, girl,
Yeah.
you know your history. You know your history.
Yes.
You are right. 10 women who have done brilliantly well for Jamaica in different events.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, you know your history. Next, now, name me a super record breaking 4 by 100-meter relay team, and you can only name one person per school. A female 4 by 1 team, a super team,
High school?
high school team, yes, a junior team, high school, whether they're out of high school now or they're there, but you can only name one athlete per school. Go.
One athlete per school.
Right. So you can only name one from Edwin. You can only name one from Hydel, one from Homewood, one from St. Jago, wherever you're going to name them from. A
That where
super, a super 4 by 100-meter relay female team, junior team.
that ran.
Even if they've
There
retired.
was there was this team that ran, but it's not just one from my school.
Listen, that team had 3 from Edwin Allen. So that that team, I know which team you're talking about. You're talking about
No,
the
wait,
team.
wait, wait.
You're talking about the team that broke the world junior record 3 times. That team had Serena Cole, Tina Clayton, Tia Clayton, and Kerrika Hill at one point. Then it had Serena Cole, Tina Clayton, Tia Clayton, and Brianna Liston. Now, one per school. Edwin cannot get 2 or 3.
I ain't gonna lie, my brain is blank.
But we just named some people. But all right, let me help you. And tell me if you want me to use somebody else. All right.
Okay.
I will go with Serena from Edwin to start.
Wait, hold on. I think I didn't understand. So I should just pick random people and let her
Random
name.
people, random people, but they have
Okay,
to
wait,
go
wait, 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 wait.
right. But they have to go to 4 different schools.
Okay. Um. Okay. I'm gonna pick. Yeah. I'm gonna pick Brianna Liston, but I'm gonna pick her when she was at St. Jago. So I'm gonna pick somebody from Hydale now. You didn't say I can't do that.
All right, okay, you win. All right, you are right. Go
So
ahead.
Brianna, and I'm gonna pick Alana, and I'm gonna pick Tina, and I'm gonna pick. Come on, man, Tony. Uh, Jesus. There was this girl from Wolmer's. I don't know. Oh,
Natrice East.
actually, yeah. And
Yeah,
see,
you could go. Yeah, you could go with Natrice East if you want to go Wolmer's. Yeah, that's a good. That is a good team. That's actually a good team. So you said Brianna Liston when she was at St. Jago, Alana Reed Heidel, Tina Clayton, Edwin, and Natrice East Wolmans. That's a very good team. Awesome. Awesome. You're doing well. What is your favorite? Who, sorry, is your favorite Jamaican female athlete?
Shelly Ann Fraser Price.
Shelly
I've
Ann
always
Fraser.
loved her since I was a kid. So yeah.
Who is your favorite Jamaican male athlete?
He don't run no more.
Yeah,
Usain.
that's fine. Usain Bolt? Okay, oh, that's good. Good pick. Uh, your favorite Jamaican dish?
I actually love the Ackee and Saltfish, but I think I like jerk chicken more.
Jerk chicken, okay. 60-meter hurdles or the 100-meter hurdles?
100-meter hurdles.
Morning or evening training?
Hmm. Evening.
Champs or NCAA?
NCAA. I've
Ooh.
times.
From Rock Hall Primary to Edwin Allen to Louisiana Tech to Texas Tech, she is already writing her legacy. Guys, please remember her name, Tonie-Ann Forbes. She is just getting started. Tonie-Ann, thank you very much for chit-chatting with me and make us laugh and the
Thank you for
whole
having me.
it was fun. It was really, we've even gone over an hour and it was fun. Thank you very much. And I'm sure
Say
you
hi
will be
to Paris, y'all.
Paris, saying hi to Paris. Hey Paris. Hey Paris. Tonie-Ann Forbes, we are looking forward to seeing great things from you. And I'm sure I will have you back here sometime in the future for us to do it all over again when we're going to talk about your gold medal win at the Olympic Games, the World Championship, the Pan Am, the whole works. Tonie-Ann, thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with us. But before you go,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask me one question and then we take a wrap up. But while you think about your question, I just want to say thank you guys for being here tonight. Thank you for being a part of this great conversation and getting to know this future star for Jamaica. Edwin Allen, Rock Hall Primary, and Edwin Allen out of Jamaica. She is the product of Rock Hall Primary and Edwin Allen High School. And special thanks to her former coach, Mr. Linica May, who was her coach from she was in primary school. And of course, Mr. Michael Dyke taking her to 5 or 6 championship rings at Edwin Allen. Tonie-Ann Forbes, thank you very much. Now, is your question for me?
Okay, it's like a merged question. So, uh, first of all, did you do sports at some point in your life?
I did
And
track.
and and you gotta expound on that, of course. And why did you decide to, start doing this history of, Jamaican track and field, and how did you get into it? Paris. Sorry.
Good question. Good question. I always like this question. All right. I did track when I was in primary school. I did track. I loved it very much. My favorite event was the 200 meters. And when I was in primary school, I got a track and field scholarship to St. Jago.
Okay.
Right. I was supposed to attend St. Jago, but I did not go because I was raised by my father and he wasn't sending me to a boarding school was a no-no for him. And this was a while back, so I did not get to take up that scholarship. But I've always loved the sport. And part two now, the reason why I decided to do this podcast to highlight the legacy of Jamaica track and field is because as a child growing up, I did not get to know a lot about the athletes. Our local television did not do features on our athletes. We hear their names, but we know nothing about them. So this all started during the pandemic when we were stuck at home. And because I already had the knowledge, I said, why not do something like this and meet some Jamaican athletes? And so I've been doing it for a few years now. And of course, I've been getting to know the athletes. I love the athletes. I have a passion for the legacy because the legacy is so, so rich. Our legacy started as far back as 1908. I would say the first time a Jamaican qualified for the Olympic Games was the 1908 Olympic Games. And his name is Mr. G.C. Foster. And he did not, yes,
Wait,
G.C.
wait, wait,
Foster.
wait, wait. Is GC put the name after him.
Yes.
Mm.
Yep. So he acquired the qualifying mark for the 1908 Olympic Games, but he did not get to compete because Jamaica was not yet a member of the IOC, which is the International Olympic Committee. So he went to the Olympics and just watched. He wasn't able to compete. So if he had gotten the opportunity to compete, Jamaica would have started their Olympic quest from 1908.
Okay.
So we did not get to go to our first Olympic Games until 1948 after World War II in London. And of course, we went there for the first time and we won a quinella in the men's 400 meters. So the history and the legacy is a big part of who I am. And I've been studying it from I was going to school. So I decided to share and also to share the athletes with the Jamaican audience or the Jamaican people. And as someone just said earlier in the comments, he said, thanks for highlighting the athletes that seem to be forgotten, which are the retired, mostly
Mm-hmm.
the retired athletes. But you, on the other hand, you are coming, and we are excited about that. So that was why I decided to start the podcast, because fans need to know about the athletes, and so that's a little bit of our history for you.
Okay. Nice. I like that.
So if you do, you have any last words before we wrap up? I give you the last word.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in and watching Tony. Getting to know Tony. Okay, okay. But yeah.
No, that's
Thank you.
fine. No, that's fine. Don't stop. Don't stop. That's fine.
Thank
I
you.
like it. I like the
Thank
energy.
you.
And I will match the energy. We need this kind of confidence, this kind of energy. I really really like it. I could stay here and talk to you all night, but people have to go to their beds. You have classes tomorrow. You have training. But thank you very much
Thank you for
for
having me.
coming here to hang out with us. It was really a pleasure. Thank you. And all the best on your studies and for the rest of the season. And if you see me posting you, don't worry. That's what I do.
It's okay.
Thank you very much, Tony. Have a good night.
Thank you for having me, all y'all. Thank you for
Thank you.
tuning in.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
There we have it, guys. Tonie-Ann Forbes for you guys. Jamaica, our legacy is very, very rich, and she is coming, guys. Remember her name. She is coming. So thank you all for being here, and thank you all. So many names. I won't be able to call all the names, but thank you all. Thank you all. Shanika Barrett, thank you. And she's saying thanks a lot. Rock Hall Primary, indeed, indeed. And she's also saying, Shanika is also saying, you have a lot more of Coach Me athletes to feature in your coming years among stars. Thank you very much for that, Shanika. I look forward to talking to them, whether they're the babies, whether they are the professional, it doesn't matter. It is all about the legacy. So thank you all for being here, and we will do this again very, very soon. And remember, guys, I need you to message me to get your raffle tickets. This raffle is HP Chat Track and Friends of Jamaica Track and Field. Friends of Jamaica Track and Field is a group of retired Olympians, all women, who they are giving back. And this raffle is to help the feeding programs at the less fortunate schools, track and field programs in Jamaica. So help us to sell all these tickets. I need to sell all these tickets by tomorrow. Each ticket is $5, and all I need from each person is $25 for 5 tickets. I will write your information on the tickets, and I will send you a picture of it, and all these tickets will go in a draw for March 30th, live right here. That will be the Monday after Champs. So please buy some tickets from me. So thank you guys for being here, each and everyone, country living, everyone, Josiah, everyone, the athletes, the Olympians, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me, and join me again very soon when we will do this all over again. And as I said before, Tonie-Ann Forbes, the future looks bright. And have a good night. Have a great weekend. Be kind to someone. And remember, look out for Tonie-Ann Forbes. Edwin Allen, Rock Hall, Pride, Mary, Texas Tech, all about Tonie-Ann. So, guys, have a good night. I'm gone. I'm out. Peace. 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 Oh, peace. Peace.
Jamaica's track and field legacy is unmatched. It is a story of triumph, resilience, and extraordinary talent. But do you know the stories behind the athletes who brought us glory? Hi, I'm HP, founder of HP Chat Track. My mission is simple: to celebrate the rich legacy of Jamaica track and field and shine a light on the incredible people who make it happen. Winning that race was a dream come true, but the journey wasn't easy. It's not just about medals, it's about inspiring the next generation. Jamaica track and field isn't just a sport, it's our pride, our culture, our heart. Every week I sit down with athletes, coaches and fans to bring you stories of dedication, passion and legacy. Plus, we've got exciting news and exclusive insights into the world of track and field. Make your Thursday night be at HP's place. Come hang out with us at HP Chat Track Studio, where track and field is our business. Jamaica, one people,